So good.
It's the toy one. Dude, on the miss hits, this thing is obscene. But wait till you see when I hit that. That's quite a bit out in the toe, 13 millimeters in the toe.
267, 281, 2700. This might get you back on the golf course.
I don't know, it might. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Mini drivers, Michael, we're still talking about mini drivers. Never have I had a season before, never has there been a season before, where this late in the season, we're still talking about mini drivers. They come in limited batches, as many of you who are interested and want to buy one and can't know, and they're gone.
I know. Feels like a midsummer's dream,
It's
a
like
mini
a
driver.
Scottish summer. Comes early in the season and it's gone, fleeting.
Gonzo. But we are back with a good old AI smoke.
Yes. We been eager to do this one for a while because I think it's one of, there's only really a couple of them out there, but I think it's a really good looking option. Slightly bigger than the BRNR Mini driver that TaylorMade have out there. And it just looks like a shrunk down version of a Callaway AI smoke driver.
Yeah, I looked at this the first time this morning. I was like, wow, it actually looks quite good. 340. I definitely don't need one of these, but.
How do you know? You're not trying it.
I know. We've been there. We've been down that path many a times, but this thing looks awesome.
It does really look awesome. Same OptiFit cog. We've got two weights. We've got 4 and 12 on the bottom. This one has the rear heavier weight in the rear here, 12 in the back. 11.5 comes in a 13.5. We've got both heads here. We've got
we have so many of them.
Plethora of mini drivers. So again, depending on whether you want to go as low as 10.5, as high as 15.5, this is built to 43.75. So truly a mini driver.
Now the real question.
What is it?
For someone who loves blue as much as you.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Is this a performance thing or is this a color matching
Keep
thing?
your nose out.
This is a color matching thing, folks.
We'll see. I think it looks quite good, you?
Yeah, it looks quite good.
It's quite good.
Right, go hit it.
Let's hit it.
Okay, Fries, 11.5 head, set neutral down a bit?
Yep, playing it at 10.5. I swear I played BRNR Mini, it's just the starting point. So yeah, I'll be eager to see what this one does. Done a little poll on Instagram over the weekend and see people's thoughts on did they like this, did they like the other. Kind of 50-50 to be honest. Pretty interesting. Some people said there was some differences between the TaylorMade and the Callaway, so we've hit the TaylorMade quite extensively. I know what I think I've struggled with the mini driver, the BRNR Mini driver, but I'll be eager to see what this one's like.
Yeah, let's see it. There's a slightly bigger mini driver head compared to what you're using. Just give you a bit more confidence.
Well, I'm not using BRNR Mini.
Right, okay.
But from what I've seen in the past, like, I don't notice it. I really don't notice it. What is it? 304?
Yeah.
I think BRNR's 304, so we're talking 36 cc. 10%. Not bad.
Yeah.
Do the math, Michael.
Oh, aye. Can you hear me calculating?
An interesting one. Didn't catch that one.
Huh. It sounded higher pitch.
It sounded higher pitch, yes, because it was a wee bit thin, but ball speeds went up. Huh. Good numbers. I mean, that's really good. 11.7 and 3,200. I mean, you know, we can briefly touch on it, but I don't think there's a need to dive into AI smart face and what it really does. And, you know, nobody on this planet, I mean, Callaway love AI, but nobody loves AI more than Mike Martisevich.
Aye, it helps. I mean, look, that was a bad strike.
That's an AI-driven result right there.
That strike is almost a club break for you. And look what AI's done.
Relax.
AI has saved your
club.
club.
To be a thug, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. So good.
That's the other side of the club. That's the toy one. Dude, on the miss hits, this thing is obscene. I'll wait till you see when I hit that. It was not in the right, well, not in the. That's quite a bit out in the toe, 13 millimeters in the toe.
267, 281, 2700. This might get you back on the golf course.
I don't know. It might. No word of a lie. It flies quite high.
Yeah.
Like this is set obviously 10.5, but it feels like I'm hitting a 10.5 driver. Normally mini driver obviously flies in that lower window.
I mean, the collection
launches.
of strikes it's good. It's really, really consistent. How'd that feel?
Good. Well, felt like a bit heely if anything, but like
the driver sounds unreal. It sounds really, really good.
Honestly, it's really impressive.
World's shortest video because it's really good and
really
it
good.
performs.
I know. All right. Obviously, these are not just off the tee clubs. That the whole idea is that it could give you a long shot off the ground as well, or a long option off the ground. So let's see what it does off this.
Hey, let's see it.
See it indeed.
10-5 off the deck.
So just, I mean, again, for me, when it comes to hitting a long club off the ground like this, setup needs to change a little bit.
Okay.
You've got to get a bit closer. Ball position obviously has to get back a little bit. Those are two kind of fundamentals I would encourage anyone to look at if they're going to try and embrace hitting a long club off the ground. So scooching in just a little bit. Good.
That was struck nicely.
Sound.
Nice and high. Good flight. Lower middle and it really good. Sounds so good.
For someone like myself, and I've been struggling a bit like with even 3-wood off the ground, this is not that hard. I mean, look at that ball speed, 159.
Nuts. 160?
Good.
163? Like you said, for someone who's maybe has a bit of the driver issues and not really interested in playing, you could go tee it up on a golf course right now and bunt this. I mean, it's not bunting it, but you could play this around a golf course all day long.
Feels that way, doesn't it?
It's nice.
One more for the road.
Good strike.
Yeah, I'd love that.
So good.
It's actually, you know...
This is an updated what's in the bag? Coming soon?
Never know.
290, 156, 108 club. That's really good.
All right, guys. A great little option again. I don't want to call that mini drivers an emerging, market or an emergence of option, but it is.
Yeah, this thing performed incredibly well. Off the tee, it was impressive. But off the deck, just a little bit more. That extra in speed, you don't lose any spin. Launch comes down a bit. So good.
Look at that. That's insane. So like where you'd expect it to be,
yeah,
a bit lower off the off the ground swings, but I mean you could never see a greater endorsement of what their technology offers in the face than this. You know, if we get into the actual measurements of it and start looking at, 8 millimeters low on the one off the ground, 4 low off the one off the tee. And it's basically giving you the same spin. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it?
Really, really cool.
Really, really good stuff. You spoke about it there, and I've been chatting about it a little bit, but off the tee has been a real battle for me this year, and it doesn't feel that way with this.
No, I mean, when you were away, we chatted, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to come home and play much golf.
Yeah, can't find it.
Obviously,
can't find it off the tee.
Regardless of how much you struggle, you still deep down inside want to play eventually. And if this can get you back on the golf course and you only hit it 290, I mean, who cares? This thing is point and shoot.
Or that's the thing. Like, if 290 is the rollout, but even if it's going, so it's flying 260, even if that rolled out to 275 or something, be over the moon with that. I'd be happy to show my Arcos data, does not show I'm doing even that well with driver right now. So, and nothing to do with the drive or whatever. It's just whatever I've been working on my swing is, or whatever I need to work on my swing is not allowing that to happen. But this as an option is tremendous. Lots of you will be asking the question, well, which one? Is it TaylorMade? Is it Callaway? It's the age-old question in golf. Is it TaylorMade? Is it Callaway? It feels like at this point. Let's find out. Let's put them head to head for you guys. Let's hit them both side by side, same, loft specs, etc., etc. Let's see what we see.
Mini bracket.
mini little bracket. Let's see which one shows up. I don't think there's going to be a bad option. I think you guys probably know that already, but I do think there will be some subtle differences to the performance in the heads, and it might sway people one way or the other. But I couldn't be more impressed with this.
Yeah, I like this.
Amazing, good stuff. All right, guys, let us know. Mini drivers, in your thoughts, by the amount of people who drop me messages, it's in a lot of people's thoughts. And those of you who have already bit the bullet and were in there, probably similar to myself, struggling with the driver a little bit, you've embraced it and it's really transformed your game by the sounds of it. That's what I'm hearing from so many people, which is amazing to hear. So want to hear from more of you. Did you try it? Did you not like it? Did you try it? Did you like it? Did you try it and have to just plate stock because there's a lack of custom out there? I think that's a bit of an issue right now. There's a lack of availability, as we all know. You know, these are really a limited product that kind of are introduced every few years. Maybe that needs to change.
Good point.
Let's see. All right, stay tuned for more, guys. We will see you again soon.